The Inquisition will show you no mercy.
Kill them now! Kill them!
What was that? Who's there? Eisenhorn.
Guys, come.
There's no escape, heretic.
The House of Glor will tear your bastard Emperor from his throne.
your last breaths wisely and unfold your truth to me, or the Inquisition will teach you pain that Gorgon Locke has yet to imagine.
You cannot even begin to imagine the imperial misery House Glow will wreak. The worlds of the Imperium will blister and burn before Oberon and Pontius. Exalted will be the great darkness of Slaanesh.
Where's Amos? The girl?
Last I saw her, the Savant was bustling around somewhere making notes. I haven't seen Elizabeth since we freed them from the pit.
Oberon Glor?
No trace.
Gorgon Locke? The churchman, Datso?
They're all probably cinders in the craft that tried to escape.
Decoys.
The Glavian is right for my money. I'm glad naval security could serve you here, Inquisitor Eisenhorn. I hope it's restored your faith in the battle fleets.
I liked him. An honest man doing his best amid the conflicting political interests of Battlefleet Command and the Inquisition. In later years, I would come to value all Madothine's honesty and discretion immeasurably.
Now whose methods seem wise?
Voke had brought a staff of nearly 50 with him. They had stripped the noble house of every shred of evidence they could find.
Much has been deleted, dumped, or burned. Much else is encrypted.
Iclone's mission to Hubris involving the Pontius was clearly important to them. But Oberon Glor told me explicitly that said endeavor had been aborted. Cancelled, because something more vital had come into play. They referred to it as the true matter.
It would explain why your foe Iclone was abandoned. After all his preparations, the Glors failed to deliver the Pontius as they had promised.
That fits. Datso and the shipmaster Locke were clearly deeply involved in this true matter. We need to establish more facts about them. They mentioned the Saruthi.
A Xenos breed, outlying the subsect. Little is known of them, and contact is forbidden. The Inquisition holds several investigations pending, but their space is uncharted.
But a rogue like Locke may well have established lines of contact with them.
Ordo Xenos must begin a survey of the Saruthi, but for now the matter is closed.
How do you reason that?
House Claw is destroyed. Its principal members and co-conspirators are slain. Whatever they were planning is finished.
I didn't even begin to argue with the old man. Voke was sure of his facts. His main failing, in my opinion. He was wrong, of course. I had returned to Dorsey in the care of the Imperial Hospice, where my many wounds and injuries were treated. Most of the cuts and gashes were superficial. Locke's work on me had left deeper scars. My face, they could do nothing with. Locke's promise had been lasting. I would never smile again, nor make much of any expression. Amos visited me to source information concerning the Glor's confederates. The ecclesiarchy had no record of a churchman named Datso. But I remembered that he had links to a missionary order sponsored by the Glors on the Edgeworld Damask. Astrogeographically, it lay just a few months' passage spinward of the uncharted regions of the mysterious Saruthi. Loink extracted from my mind a likeness of the pipe-smoking man. The image was copied and circulated through all branches of the investigating authorities. Loink recovered an image of the Pontius, too, by the same means. Amos confirmed that the strange artifact was precisely the correct size and dimensions to fit into the cavity in Iclone's casket. The one recovered from Processional 212. This was what Iclone had been awaiting. What the mass murder in the Hubris Ice Tomb had been for. I didn't even begin to argue with the old man. Voke was sure of his facts, his main failing, in my opinion. He was wrong, of course. I had returned to Dorsey in the care of the Imperial Hospice, where my many wounds and injuries were treated. Most of the cuts and gashes were superficial. Locke's work on me had left deeper scars. My face, they could do nothing with. Locke's promise had been lasting. I would never smile again, nor make much of any expression. Amos visited me to source information concerning the Glor's Confederates. The ecclesiarchy had no record of a churchman named Datso. But I remembered that he had links to a missionary order sponsored by the Glors on the Edgeworld Damask. Astrogeographically, it lay just a few months' passage spinward in the uncharted regions of the mysterious Sea. Loink extracted from my mind a likeness of the pipe-smoking man. The image was copied and circulated through all branches of the investigating authorities. Loink recovered an image of the Pontius, too, by the same means. Amos confirmed that the strange artifact was precisely the correct size and dimensions to fit into the cavity in Iclone's casket. The one recovered from Processional 212. This was what Iclone had been awaiting. What the mass murder in the Hubris Ice Tomb had been for.